For Jesse Gleason, we are underway.
Al Stone to third, leads the field into turn number one for the first of 20 laps in this Limited Sportsman main event. Joe Arena right there, tucked into the inside in car number 74. Joe Coates starts on the outside pole, slides back just a bit as they make their way down the backstretch for the first time.
Stone was very impressive in his qualifying run, and he now has the Larry's Auto Machine sponsored race car out in front big time with about a 6 or 8 car length advantage in less than a lap.
Bounced off each other 3 or 4 times while racing for the second spot right at the front of the field. The 74 Joe Arena, the 90 for Coates up high. They were able to get it sorted out, and they're still locked nearly side by side into turn number 3 a lap later. Coates up high, Arena down low. Walt Hovey is there in car number 14, as is the 73 for this year's track champion, Larry Barnett.
Don't count out the 64 of Paul Kutu as well. He has been a factor in just about every race all season long. He works his way off the second turn along with Ed Pulio in the 7, and here comes Sundin. Scott Sundin in the red number 36 car. Sundin takes full advantage of a couple of cars coming together, and he picks up 2 spots between 3 and 4.
And Julio looked like was one of those cars, the 18 car in that mix as well for Josh Galvin as they go back to turn number 2. The battle now up front for third, Larry Barnett looking to the inside of the 74 for Joe Arena. Sundin wants to be very much a part of that battle as well. He runs just outside of the top 5 in 6th.
Everybody's chasing Al Stone's number 52. He has started on the pole and has led for the first 4 circuits, opening up about a 10 car length advantage over the 90 of Coates. Coates holds on for second, but it's side by side in the battle for third. Arena up top, Larry Barnett down low. They're deep into turn number 3.
Barnett not very optimistic earlier this afternoon before his qualifying heat race. Looks like they've tweaked that car just enough to get him to the front. Right now running in the third spot. He and Arena go side by side as the 01 goes spinning through the infield here on the front straightaway.
Art Moran's car comes to a stop, and we'll see if he's able to refire that car or if we have to go to caution, and it looks like we may be forced into the ladder. Meanwhile,
green flag is in the air. The Limited Sportsman division comes off of turn number 4. Al Stone to third, picks up right where he left off. That is at the front of the field. Coates slides in the line in second, just ahead of the 74 Joe Arena and the 73 of Larry Barnett. Those two go side by side for the third spot.
It came off the second turn, and Stone just opened up about a 2 car length advantage to suddenly see that disappear as Coates chased him down going down the backstretch. Joe Coates in the 90 looks to the outside. Larry Barnett has managed to break himself free of the rest of the pack. He is in the third spot. Joe Arena is in fourth, and Scott Sundin rounds out the top 5. We've got a spin down here on the front straightaway, and it looks like the Carpenter machine has come to a screech.
To his outside, they come back down to the line. Larry Barnett trying to sneak in there and take the second spot away before they get to turn 1.
They do hit 1, and Stone still maintains the top spot, but Barnett has found running room underneath the Coates machine. Joe Coates puts the throttle down. Barnett does too. They run side by side into turn 3. Swapping a little bit of paint between 3 and 4. They come off of 4. Barnett with a little bit of an advantage over Coates. He'd better watch out because the 36 of Scott Sundin is glued to the rear bumper of Barnett.
His closest challenger all year in the run for the track title, and his closest challenger right now on the racetrack in a race for that second spot. Barnett takes it away from Coates. Sundin is there now to his inside. That is Coates to the outside, and now they get together off of turn 4. Barnett out of shape, as is Sundin, and they both gather it back in. Unbelievable save for Larry Barnett.
No question about it, and the one that really took the hit on that one was Sundin. He lost a whole fistful of spots. Barnett lost virtually 1. Meanwhile, that gave Al Stone an opportunity to march ahead and open up the advantage that he has now. Joe Coates runs in the second spot. Barnett is third. It's side by side between Kutu and Arena in the battle for the 4th position. They take it deep into turn number 1, and Arena inches ahead of Kutu. They go down the backstretch, pretty much single file for the first 5, but here comes Sundin. 3 wide as Scott Sundin drops right down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to pick up those spots that he lost only a couple of laps ago coming off of 4.
Been a lot worse, though, for Scott Sundin. 3 wide, moves around Galvin to the inside, and now picks up a spot on Ed Pulio as they were 3 wide a moment ago. Scott Sundin trying to put that 36 car back into the top 5, and as we say that, he slips again off of turn number 2 and gives both of those spots back.
Stone off of turn 4 with a commanding lead over Larry Barnett. The 90 of Joe Coates, the 74 of Joe Arena, the 7 of Ed Pulio, and the 36 of Scott Sundin.
He is side by side with Paul Kutu. Sundin, that is, for the 5th position on the racetrack, make that the 6th spot. Just outside of the top 5 now, Sundin moving around Kutu to the inside. Here comes Ed Pulio, who tries to throw the block on the back straightaway. It'll slow Pulio and Sundin, and now they'll go 3 wide off the corner with Kutu to the outside. They'll get together for a moment. A big wiggle by Ed Pulio. Again, everybody's okay as they go back to turn 1. Scott Sundin back in the top 5.
We are inside of the top 5 now as the laps dwindle down to a precious few. Al Stone, he is out in front. He leads the charge. Your leader off of turn 2, Al Stone, down the backstretch with a huge lead over Larry Barnett. They come back off of 4 and look to the start-finish line. Passing flag displayed to Hank Stott's number 10 car as the leader, Al Stone, is running pretty much by himself. Stone off the second turn, looks in the rearview mirror, says, we're in pretty good stead right now. Larry Barnett pedaling about as hard as he can with that number 73, trying to close the gap. And there's virtually no gap between the 90 of Coates, the 36 of Sundin, the 74 of Joe Arena. They're coming off of turn 4. Ed Pulio with the 7, the 64 of Paul Kutu. Final 2 circuits for leader Al Stone, but the yellow flag is out. The 11 car, fastest driver in the history of this division, just completing his second, actually, his second championship in consecutive years. 09 and 10. Green flag is out. We're underway, headed for the final 2 circuits. Larry Barnett all over the rear bumper of Al Stone. They are deep into turn number 1. Barnett to the bottom, sticks the nose of the 73 down low, pulls up alongside. Stone has not looked back all race long, but he is suddenly challenged by leadfoot Larry Barnett. They're into 3 and 4. White flag will fly this time by. Stone gets a good run off of 4, is able to motor ahead. Here comes the 90 of Joe Coates. Stone closed the advantage that Barnett had briefly, and now Barnett is in trouble. Car very loose off of 2. That lets the 90 of Coates zip on by, and here comes Scott Sundin. When they come back to the stripe, we've got a checkered flag and a winner. In the number 52 car, it is Al Stone. So Al Stone takes down the win on World Series weekend with car number 52. Larry, the 90 for Joe Coates crosses the line in the 2nd spot. 3rd place will go to the 36 of Scott Sundin. In the 4th position, car number 73, Larry Barnett. And rounding out the top 5, the 74 for driver Joe Arena.